doing. Daniel, I know you've been driving up to 50 refugees at a time across the border to safety. Just talk us through that and the reaction you get from people in Ukraine.
Yeah, no worries, guys. We started off with little minivans and now 50-seat buses, and we're hitting 150 at the moment. We've got another bus in Lviv just arrived an hour ago. That should be about 160 refugees that we're bringing back now. The looks on their faces is devastating. They're coming from rubble, from devastated places in Mariupol, Irpin, Kiev, and they're absolutely... The faces that they bring with them when they get out of the bus in Lviv, it's a really emotional time. As a man, it's sort of hard to say, but it brings tears to your eyes each time. But they do come with a bit of motivation and a bit of sprite in their step as they're nearing towards the border. And when we get them back to Poland, they've got a bit more jump.
Daniel, we feel and sense you are tremendously invested in this. Why are you there? And again, personally, what is it like to be seeing all this firsthand?
I'm here as I'm going out with a Ukrainian girlfriend, and I live in Poland, so I had no choice. But at the same time, it was just right underneath my fringe, so it was in my backyard, and we just started driving there, and it sort of unrolled from there. And the first time that we went there, we just sort of got exposed to it, and it was that touching that we had to keep going, and it's just growing and growing. We've got a massive fundraiser which just helps it grow.
What's the hardest thing?
The hardest thing would be definitely not doing enough, because you get them back to Poland, you get them from Lviv, you get them from the war-stricken places, and then you bring them back, and then you see that they've reached a line of hope, but then you see that they're now confronting a whole new realm again, because they've left nothing. They've come to nothing now, and they've got no idea what's happening. They've left everything behind. Some are arriving without their brothers and sisters. Some can't find their mums. Some can't find their dads, and they've just jumped on a bus that we've managed to get them. And they've spent 20 hours traveling, and then they get to Poland, and they're like, what do I do now? And so it's just like starts again. I mean, in a safer place, but you see them just distraught, and they're getting separated at the border. Mums are being separated by daughters. We had a 5-year-old kid get kicked off my bus just 2 days ago, and we had to drive back to the border and pick her up. A 5-year-old kid. Oh, man, it's shocking. And we got grandmas and grandpas in the refugee centre here in Poland. They've been separated because one needs to go to a sideboard because he can't find his medication, and it's just ongoing. So that's the hardest part, is that it doesn't stop even when it gets to Poland. It keeps growing.
Yeah, that idea you're doing a lot, but it doesn't matter how much anyone does. It doesn't take away all of this, does it? I mean, Lockie, you're over there too from Australia. Like just listening to Daniel, people have sort of left everything behind to find safety in neighbouring countries, but you're also seeing thousands of injured and malnourished animals. They're arriving at the border every day, and you've been over there helping with that.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, look, firstly, I just wanted to say, just hearing Daniel, I mean, to see him over here doing what he's doing, that's fantastic, mate. You know, this is something that I'm seeing as well, you know, from a humanitarian standpoint, but and to see what's going on there is absolutely fantastic. I mean, from an animal situation, like literally there have been hundreds of thousands of animals that have been displaced, that have just come across the border. They've been malnourished, they've been dropped off at shelters in Ukraine, and there's a lot of people really just trying to get them into situations of safety. There's a lot of refugees that are carrying their much-loved four-legged family members over the border as well. So there really is a lot to do in every way.
Why are you connected to this?
Why am I? Look, I guess it's just something that I saw that I could do, and that I had the skills and the experience, and I just sort of took the opportunity to get over here and help.
Good on you, fellas.
I think you both, it's a good reminder for all of us that there are really decent, good human beings in the world when we talk to both of you this morning. Lachlan and Daniel, stay safe, and well done on everything you're doing.